Welcome back to another episode of Scaling Up. In today's episode, I'm giving you an inside look at a £4.2 million 20 unit development. I also talk you through signing a JCT fixed price contract for a 26 unit development that we have worth over 5.8 million. Plus, I'll show you the behind the scenes of another 20 unit project that we're working on with Japanese Knotweed is taking over, and it's costing us over £150,000 just to clear the site. If you want to see the day-to-day of a developer scaling a social and affordable housing company, then keep on watching. Let's get into it.
Yeah, well, obviously we've had a bit of a slow month up here regarding cash flow and stuff like that. But next month will be a better month.
Yeah.
We got block 1 there, block 2. Block 1 has got 11 apartments, block 2 has got 9 apartments.
Right, it's a tight site, man, isn't it?
It is
like
very
when you
tight.
say 20 apartments
know,
and you're on here.
Yeah. So this week, the only thing our boys can crack on with, they got the retaining wall, L wall down there, which they finished coming towards the end now.
Yeah.
And they're breaking into they've got the section 106.
Yeah, for the foul, for the drainage off.
Drainage, yeah. So they're breaking into the drainage out there now.
Is that what the offsite the fencing is it?
Yes, yeah. So that's what they're doing there now. So our boys, L wall and breaking in out there.
Yeah.
Obviously you've got Roger Bullivant then, doing the ground beams and capping and everything.
Okay.
So they got.
So in terms of beams then.
So beams you see on block 1.
Yeah.
We've got probably about 25% of the beams in.
Yeah.
The remainder of the beams for this section are coming in tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So by tomorrow afternoon, all that will be beamed.
Yeah.
And then Friday, then we've got all of that section that you can see excavated and capped there.
Crazy, isn't it? Like right now, when you were still on site, it all looks so mega tight. Feels like we're within a week away from it being opened up.
Yes.
I mean, half the site's closed, and it looks like does it from where I'm standing? It looks like it drops off from here. Then does it?
Yeah. So what we've got then, right down here, because the original plan was there's no retaining wall. It was just all graded down to nothing. So if you can imagine, obviously they've got the car park here, finishing there, and then it's just banking down.
Yeah.
Well, obviously any heavy rain, I think we're just going to wash that away, and obviously the risk of a car park is given away.
Yeah.
So this is what I messaged you in that meeting on the 6th of Jan, is that stuff like you've got your flow chart and the way you want the business to work. Because as soon as we started and we saw the drawing, we were like, no, we can't do that, man. That's going to have to be a retaining wall.
By the seconds,
yeah.
That's because you stand here now, you're like.
Because the finished level is roughly about here.
Right.
And then obviously it's a slow gradient down into the back of the wall there then. Storm down the access road, we got a deep drainage, foul drainage over the far end.
Okay.
Once that deep drainage is in, we can build our retaining wall on the south elevation. Yeah. And then I can put my feather edge fence on top of that. And then the site then is, I can get rid of the hairless fencing at the back down there. Yeah. And I got full, 100% fully secure then.
And then you're hoping beams go on this one Friday, was it?
Beams will be delivered Friday. Hopefully they'll be here nice and early so they can get them on then Friday.
Do they go on all right?
Looks like they're easy enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
And then we block up from the beams.
Block up from the beams then, yeah. So obviously the boys will have to go in with a little 3-tonner. They'll have to civilise obviously the islands basically. Yeah. And then the drainage then will go on top of the beams and then block work up off that then.
Yeah, God, it does look it's mega tight. So in terms of they've done quite. That's where that ends now. They've got more there.
Yeah, we've got a couple of more in up here, but they're buried.
Oh, they are in. Are they?
Yeah, they are in, but they were smaller ones. So obviously, the way it was designed, we should have had 2-metre ones up here. But with the gradient of the wall, the engineer said, well, no, we're saying we can backfill it. And then so our fence will come across there up to the corner here then.
And then when did you say they expect that leg of the retaining wall to be finished?
That leg should be finished by the end of next week.
So then if that's the case, then hopefully by the end of following month.
Right, so these will be, we're going to be working, these should be slabbed, we should be near enough finished. And probably, I'd say block 1, if not block 2, both of them with the,
yeah. Nice. Straight onto timber frame then, isn't it?
Straight onto timber frame, yeah.
And this is pre-brick slipped, isn't it?
Yes.
3 stories.
It's a mixture of 3 and 2. So like on block 1 now over there, the nearest side to us is a 3-storey.
Oh, okay.
The furthest end then is only a 2-storey.
Oh, split is it?
Yes, yeah.
Right. Okay, interesting. Anything else major I need to know about? Cash flow.
No, not really. It's just obviously it's slowly. It's going to go from 0 to to 100 miles an hour overnight up here.
Yeah.
Because obviously, you know, it is slow up here in the moment. Obviously, the boys are doing whatever they can. Bullivants are just plodding along as quickly as they can. Their office has let them down with ordering the ground beams.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's why we are a little bit slower with the ground beams.
Yeah.
But no, overnight, this is honestly, it's going to go from 0 to 100 miles an hour overnight. This slice.
Excellent. All right, cool. Lovely. Another contract signing. So we have a JCT design and build contract. Here's a fixed price contract. It's for 26 EPC A-rated new build social housing apartments, and we are signing a contract today for 5.8 million combined, and we are looking to start imminently. And there's loads and loads of documents for the contract, but let's sign it and get underway. We're visiting 3 of our development sites today. The first site we're going to is a site that we just sold and we just started construction today. And it's building 20 EPC A-rated apartments. The first job that we're doing is the enabling works. We're removing Japanese knotweed from the site. The site has tons of it on, and it's going to cost about £150,000 to remove the Japanese knotweed. For those who don't know what it is, it's an invasive species. It causes lots of problems, and it's very expensive to deal with. And Wales is full of it. So anyway, we're going to be doing that. When we're on site, I'm going to be asking them roughly how long they think it'll take to the job's finished. Are they going to be taking away any soil along with the knotweed? And really, I'm just going to be looking for the plans ahead. It shouldn't take them that long. I'm expecting about 3 weeks, and then our ground workers are going to be jumping straight on and getting the site underway. Following that, we're going to go to another site that we sold recently, and we've completed the demolition work, so the site is now clear. That site is a difficult one. It's quite a small site. It's for 7 homes, and it's taken 3 years to get planning permission on it. And we wouldn't do a site that size anymore, but it is one of those sites where it's in a very expensive area. We did something called the rural exception site, and it's going to be pretty much the only social housing, the only new build social housing in that area because it's so expensive there. So really proud to be doing that site. It's going to be a good positive impact. But we're going to attend to meet the site manager. Our ground workers are on the site. They're clearing it. They've extended the road, and they're just getting ready for the section 185 diversion works because there's a rising main running through the site. So that's going to be interesting. So this is our Marriott Walk site, where, like I said, we're going to be building 20 EPC A-rated apartments. We've just sold this site now, and the first job that we've got to do is we've got to remove the Japanese knotweed from the site. And as you can see here, they're already starting to do some cartaway to clear the site. It's about 150 grams worth of knotweed to come off here, so when it's finished here, we'll have a walk on the site and show you. But if you're ever building a site that has Japanese knotweed on, make sure you triple check your budgets because it's very expensive. That's the one thing, as a brownfield developer, if you look around, so we're developing in a very filled-up area, so it is sensible. But equally, building on the brownfield sites is probably the best thing to build on to maximise the area that you have. So the plan here is that we're going to build 20 apartments alongside, but they're all underneath the ground here. What you can't see is there's Japanese knotweed riddled throughout this site, and that's what these guys are here doing today. They're scraping the site in anticipation for going through, picking out all the knotweed they can try to get, segregating it, and then we're expecting 100 loads, 100 wagons, of which then they'll stockpile. Lorries will come just like that there behind, and the diggers will just load and load and load, and they'll have a continuous flow. And they expect about, on peak, 20 lorries in a day. They'll look to take that then to the tip, the soil that is. They'll then bag it up and take it to another tip for deep burial or to burn it. See progress on site. It's always nice to see a development starting after all the time you've been planning the pre-construction stage. It takes about 2.5 years to get on site, and then when you finally get on site, you just want to get it built ASAP. Hi guys, how's it going? We're at our site here in Llysworney, and we are building 7 EPC A-rated social houses and apartments. And this area, this site is quite a tricky area. It's very, very constrained. It's a tremendously tight site to get to. We've done a rural exception site, which means we're actually building outside the settlement boundary. It's taken us 3 years to get here. But we've now removed the asbestos, done the demolition, done the grub up, we've done the site clearance as well. We're about to move on to the diversion works, and then we can finally get onto the ground, put the infrastructure in before the timber frame houses and apartments can come up. We've got other constraints on the site, like we're surrounded by a reen here, so we've got to be very careful with surface water. And in general, the site itself is just very tight and small. But give it a month or two now and you'll see a major update. This development is going to be a timber frame development, and typically you can see about £15,000 per apartment for the timber frame and £20,000 to £25,000 per house for the timber frame. That's just for the frame itself, and it excludes, the external walls, the roof and everything else inside. So it doesn't sound that much, but when you put it against everything else, it quickly adds up. It's not all just about work. During a hectic and busy week, I like to break it up with hobbies and interests. I go to the gym most mornings, I like to practice taekwondo, and I enter into various tournaments. Hold it up, Dorian. Something I like to do to take my mind off business when it's stressful or intense, which is most of the time, is to come onto the piano and play a bit of a tune. Isn't that right, Daniel? Ready? Steady, go!
Right?
Yeah, all well?
Yeah, sound.
Good. I was lot of roadworks coming on up here.
Oh, I think it's coming to an end because
And then ours will start.
yeah. But we can jump on the back of it.
Yeah. It's our cabin, isn't it?
This is the one we bought for Pyle. It was flat pack.
Yeah. Oh, Sean, how's that then?
Flat back again if you pick it up. Absolutely knackered.
Well, makes a good ornament then.
Well, makes them scrappy very happy.
They can have an office then instead. Yeah. All right, nice. We'll
Yeah.
have
Well, this is the new bin store.
yeah.
Another one of our L plank walls.
Yeah, we went to Bettis this morning.
Yeah.
They were installing the L walls then.
It's a real fast system.
It looks good, man. I mean, it's obviously clean. Look how much is retained in there.
Yeah.
Nice. So, let's just have a walk inside. Last time I was here, the scaffolding was up. We've got a generator on site because we don't have the main jet, do we?
No.
So this is so the communals are actually in a good shape.
Yeah.
So they've started painting. All right.
Yeah.
Second fixed.
Yeah, just need to get a towel in here, really.
Yeah, so they can finish up there.
These are all wet rooms in here, so
just toilets got to be installed. Yeah, well, you got to put the flooring down, isn't it?
yeah, the vinyl. Yeah, it's unusual to have a full bathroom with tiles, mate.
Yeah, we're doing it more and more frequently.
Yeah.
So kitchen in.
Kitchen lounge down there. It's quite a nice kitchen, actually.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice.
So, what do they call it? Lemon shaker or something?
Is that what they call it, is it? Lemon
yeah.
shaker. Oh, there's the toilet. wrong room.
Yeah. I'll have a word with the plumber over this.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All these plots on the ground floor are at advanced second fix stage and decoration stage.
Before within a week or so, we'll have the decorating complete. We can start the finals.
Looks like they've done a coat in the corridor as well.
Yeah.
For in here. It's just and then really from a second fix left in the flats, it's the cylinders and the radiators for the finals to happen and the final painting. Hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of Scaling Up and behind the scenes of a property development company. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to press subscribe and then also leave a comment in the comment section below. We do read them and it helps us make the next episode even better.